These are the different operators used in Java. So we have unary operators, binary operators, string concatenation, relational, logical, conditional operators, bitwise operators, and increment and decrement operators. So with unary operators, these are used to represent a number if it is positive or negative. So if you would have -4, how are you going to do that? Then that will just be a simple minus then 4. If the number is positive, sometimes we don't need at all to put now plus symbol so long as it's already it's positive. But if you would like to assure it also, then you can put also plus then the number to represent that it's a positive. Again, so when you say unary operators, that is just to identify the number or the variable or the variable if it is a positive or a negative. It's a positive, it's represented by the plus symbol. If it's a negative, then it's a minus symbol. For binary operators, it requires now 2 operands. Then the symbol used to perform addition are plus, minus or subtraction, the dash symbol, and the asterisk for multiplication, and we have slash and percentage, slash for division, performing division, and percentage for modulo calculation. Modulo is computing now the remainder of the operation. So you have 5 plus 4. So this is an addition example, which is equals to 9. 5 times 7 equals 35. 10. A modulo of 3 is 1. So the remainder of 10 modulo of 3 is 1. And 10 minus 3 is 7. And 10 divided 3 is 3. So these are then the binary operators. I would like to repeat. Plus is addition, minus subtraction, the dash symbol, asterisk is multiplication. We have the slash for our division, and modulo for our percentage. With string concatenation, that just simply means you're going to combine 2 strings, 2 lines, string. This is string concatenation. So 2 lines, 2 words, so that's concatenation. That we have here an example, Java plus programming, wherein we would like to combine the 2 words. We create now plus symbol, and the result is we place it to name. So with relational, logical, bitwise operator, and increment, we will be further discuss that as we will use or we will integrate it in our discussion in some of other topics of Java like control flow and loops. So let us have a simple demonstration of the different operators of Java. So we'll just have a demo on unary operators and the binary operators. So first we will have the unary operators. Again, when you say unary operators, this just simply displaying the value if it is positive or negative. So if we will put here plus a minus, that means the number is negative. And what is then the output once we run the program? So you have now -4. If it is a positive value, we will just put now plus, and let's see. So 4 will be displayed, meaning it's a positive 4. So only when the negative value we have that the minus will be displayed. So next operators are, we will have the other binary the binary operators that Java do have is we have plus for the addition, and we'll just have here. Then we have minus for the multiplication. Subtraction. Sorry. Subtraction. Then we have asterisk for multiplication. And then divide for our slash for our division. And then the percentage for our modulo. Okay, modulo. Modulo is you're going to get now the remainder of the 2 operands performed. What's the remainder of a division operation? So you have, for example, we will just use still number. We'll not be assigning another variable, or we're not going to create another variable. So we'll just perform, for example, 4 plus 2. This is so simple. So 4 plus 2, that will give us value of 6. So you have 6 minus, that will just be a simple 2, and of course we have multiplication, that will just be about 8, and let's have division. We will have 4 divide 2 is a 2, and modulo. So is there a remainder if we will perform modulo to that of 4 divide 2? So the answer is 0. But the main thing here is that when you use the operators in Java, there is also something that you are going to consider. You have now precedence. Precedence. When you say precedence, that's the order of the operator that is read out by your compiler. So when you say we have higher precedence and lower precedence, we have lower precedence. When you say lower precedence, these are my plus, and meaning they're just of same level, and highest precedence is we have times and division, and the reading of the operator would be from left to right. So the reading of from left to right, meaning the highest will be on the left side going to the right side. So let's say, for example, we have an operation that says 4 minus 2 times 2. If we will not consider the precedence here, we might perform this operation as 4 minus 2 will be 2 times 2, and the result will be 4 because 2 times 2. But with precedence, it will be 2 times 2, 2 times 2 minus 4, and the result will be 0. So let us try. So the result is 0. So instead of thinking that it will be 2 because we performed 2 minus 4 first in our first assumption, and then 2 times 2, which is 4. So we were expecting that the answer is 4. But since we apply now precedence, this time we perform first lower precedence. We perform first the 4 minus 2, the lower precedence, before we are going to perform the multiplication. Now, if we would like, we perform first the 2 times 2 because they're the highest precedence before we perform the 4 minus the result of this 2 times 2. But if you would like to express it that you're going to use now the 4 minus 2 first before you perform the multiplication, then that's the time you are going to use the open and close parentheses. So still, open and close parentheses are considered higher precedence. Once they encounter this one, whatever is inside of that open and close parentheses will be the first thing to perform before the operator inside that. So let's say, for example, we will put now open and close parentheses on this, then that means we will perform first 4 minus 2 before we will multiply it with 2, and in that case it will give us a value of 4. So the result now is 4. So that is then precedence. If we will have another example, let's say, for example, I have here plus 1, and then I would have times 5 divide 2. So that would mean this would create a conflict because of it's not a whole number. So that would mean for this kind of operation, so we have here the multiplication. So the first thing that will be performed will be 1 times 6 first before the value will be divided by 2 and before it will be added to 1. So that's the purpose of why we are going to use now open and close parentheses to group known numbers or operations or formula in such a way that this open and close parenthesis also is considered as a higher precedence in which they will perform first before the operator inside that and before you perform plus or subtraction and addition. So what's the result of this one? We have 1 times 6 equals 6, 6 divided 2 equals 3, and then 3. So the result of this 4 already. So 3 plus 4 equals 7. So let us try to perform the compiler if it will give us 7. So there you have now the value of 7. So that is precedence and the Java operators such as plus of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So